Ripple chief Brad Garlinghouse says global payments coalition will eliminate barriers in banking, Bitcoin, and crypto markets. We also have Bitcoin primed for big move to the upsides, says former Goldman Sachs VP. Here's why. Guys, isn't it weird all the bankers that are coming out either bullish or bearish on negative lately? But the main thing is that a lot of people are coming out and just talking about it. Whether bullish or bearish, they're talking about it. And then we have UNICEF cryptocurrency fund. It makes its largest ever investment, which this is pretty bullish news, guys. I was pretty excited when I was going through this, so I'm excited to show this to you. And we also have sudden 369 million Bitcoin movement sparks crypto whale alert. So with that said, guys, let's start here. Make sure you click the like button to help get this video more out. And let's jump into this Bitcoin whale alert. So crypto traders are tracking a series of Bitcoin transfers from a huge anonymous whale. The mysterious crypto holder moved a total of 39,635 Bitcoin, which is worth about $369 million across the ledger in 12 separate transactions. The whale appears to be methodically dividing the crypto trove into separate wallets, each containing 4,000 Bitcoin. The 12 transfers cost a total of $11 in fees. And now here they give you guys an overview of all the basically Bitcoin that was sent, and it gives the timestamps and everything from when this Bitcoin was actually being sent, which they say happened in the span of about 4 hours. None of the addresses in question have been identified. The owner of the funds could be an investor separating his or her Bitcoin across multiple addresses for security purposes, or a crypto exchange, custody provider, or institution managing assets on behalf of its customers. New data from the crypto analytics firm Glassnode shows the number of Bitcoin whales in existence has been on the rise since January, hitting a peak last seen in September of 2017. More stuff to just add on to the bullish case for Bitcoin going forward. If we look at our Google Trends for Bitcoin, we are still teetering down. We're now at 34, so nothing much happening there. The price of Bitcoin today is 9,300. We have Ethereum at 227. We have Cardano at 7 cents. Chainlink's at 419, Stellar's at 6. So, everything's still sideways. Bitcoin's still trading within the range, which is why we're also still at a 38 on the Fear and Greed Index. And we've been here all week, almost all month. We've just been in this, kind of neutral / fear. And then when price starts to go up, we kind of start to lean into overbought / greed. But for the most part, we're just in the middle of neutral, teetering back between light fear and light greed. Nobody really knows what's happening, and we're waiting for Bitcoin to give us confirmation of what's coming forward and what's going to happen. This Ripple news has me pretty excited, guys, so let's jump into this. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse says a new payments coalition is squarely focused on making it far easier to send and receive both fiat and cryptocurrency. So Ripple's teaming up with more than 40 finance and tech companies to launch the Open Payments Coalition, a global payments network that allows users to transfer money across any platform using any currency. The growing consortium aims to implement PAYID, an easy-to-read ID that aims to connect over 100 million users. Guys, I will have another video coming out probably tomorrow that goes over PAYID. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe so you can see tomorrow's video, and I'll throw in what exactly PAYID is. So the ID works across multiple payment networks and is designed to allow users to send or receive any currency, whether it be digital or fiat, without the need for banking, routing, or credit card numbers. In an interview with CNBC, Garlinghouse says the goal is to make the process of sending capital as easy as sending an email. He says, we've all had the experience when you ask a friend and say, hey, I need to pay you money. Are you on Venmo? Are you on PayPal? Or outside the United States, maybe they're on Alipay or PayU. Isn't it funny when I ask somebody for a phone number, I don't say, are you on AT&T, Verizon? I just get their phone number. The idea behind PayID is to simplify the ability to send someone money and make it as easy as sending an email. I don't ask someone whether they're on Google or Yahoo, I just send an email. So PayID enables, whether you're a large bank or a very successful regional bank in Chicago called Byline Bank as an example, if you're an account holder there and I want to send you money, it should be as easy as typing Brad Garlinghouse, and whether it's resolving to a Byline Bank or to Bitcoin, all this naming infrastructure can be much more simplified and interoperable. PayID is open source and designed to be free and simple to integrate. The growing list of partners in the Open Payments Coalition includes many companies in the crypto space, including Brave, Huobi, BitPay, and Blockchain.com. So guys, we have big names that are part of this, and I would assume that the coalition is going to grow. I would assume more people are going to want to take interest on this, take action on it furthermore. And with that said, guys, remember, not XRP, Ripple was coming out and saying that they were going to kind of move away from the whole, bank thing, because the banks weren't really ready for it, and they're going to move into, what they really always were designed for, which is what David Schwartz said, which was handling smaller payments. I don't know if he said P2P exactly, but something along the lines of, mainly more for consumers, because the banks just aren't ready for what Ripple has. So they need to pivot. And so they're pivoting this way. And it looks like they're pivoting pretty fast, guys. Like, this is pretty fast implementation. Almost seems like they already had this infrastructure in the works, because they just seem to be moving extremely quick. Anyways, guys, if you like daily cryptocurrency videos, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you're taking any value, please drop this video a like. Thank you guys so much for 2,000 subscribers. Less than a month ago, I started this channel, and for the first couple days, we didn't really gain anything. I think I was stuck at like 3 subscribers for a couple days, and one video just ended up doing really good, and you guys just really, I guess, enjoy the content and started subscribing like crazy, it seems. So I just gotta say thank you guys for all the support. 2,000 is awesome. I look forward to continue growing the digital investor community. And again, guys, just thank you for everyone who likes the video and everyone who comments on the video to help me build the community. You guys are awesome, and I give all the credit to you. With that said, let's move into our next piece of news. Bitcoin primed for big move to the upside, says former Goldman Sachs VP. Which again, guys, I think is very interesting, because this guy from Goldman Sachs is bullish, but whether these people are coming out, these bankers are coming out and they're bullish or bearish, doesn't really matter. And it shouldn't matter to you if you believe in Bitcoin's long-term use case. If you believe that Bitcoin, is going to be a store of value, or if it's going to be, how it's white paper and use case intended, whatever. If you just believe in the long-term outlook of Bitcoin, then what these bankers say doesn't matter. It's the point that they're talking about it. It's getting more and more talked about. The fact that people are talking about it is bullish, okay? Especially for something as early on as Bitcoin, because it's only more adoption coming. It's only more eyeballs seeing it. Every time Bitcoin is played on the mainstream media or people talk about it, it's only gaining awareness because it's still so new. So anyways, guys, let's jump into this. Former Goldman Sachs exec Rob Koifman says Bitcoin is ripe for a big rally after months of consolidation. Koifman, who is now the founder and CEO of markets intelligence firm Koifin, says the Fed's resolve to print US dollars and prop up the economy may end up weakening the world's reserve currency and giving Bitcoin a serious boost. For those of you who don't know what the world reserve currency is, that would be the US dollar. So he says the Fed's commitment to prolonged use of QE may represent a major turning point for the US dollar. Over the past 30 years, the US dollar has formed 3 distinct tops in 1985, 2000, and potentially in 2020. A break below the current trend line would confirm a major decline for the USD, with implications across asset classes. According to Koifman, Bitcoin is already well positioned to rally on its own, and he believes a weak dollar would propel the top cryptocurrency past its all-time high of about $20,000. He says Bitcoin is setting up to have a significant move higher, and a weaker USD would be a strong tailwind. Bitcoin has consolidated over the past 2 years and is primed to make a big move higher. USD weakness may be a catalyst for Bitcoin breaking out to new highs. Meanwhile, trader Josh Rager expects the bulls and the bears to continue slugging it out until one side captures key levels. He says the key level of support now stands at 92.50. He says Bitcoin, nothing much has changed. Watch for reclaim of 95.50, the 9800 for bulls, and watch for breaks below 92.50 in the short term, and if things get serious, 8500 for bears. So interesting, guys. Basically, the main point that I'm getting out of this is that they're saying just the US dollar collapsing is enough of a catalyst to drive the Bitcoin price upward and affect asset classes down the board, which of course it would, right? The US dollar is the world reserve currency. Most things are valued in terms of US dollars. When that US dollar starts falling off of a cliff, that's also going to change the value of other things if we're still valuing things under the US dollar. That could change if we start valuing things under, something like gold, silver, Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, which is, I think, is kind of what's coming eventually. We're going to have to look to something other than the dollar, because the dollar, it could implode so bad that you can't even really price things in dollars. Like, it could be $1 million for a loaf of bread, which sounds insane. It sounds crazy, but look at Germany, look at Venezuela, look where places where hyperinflation actually happens. What makes you think it can't happen in the United States? If we continue to print money, if we print money and close our eyes and don't worry and keep doing short-term effects, why can't we get to $1 million for a loaf of bread? If other countries have done it, it's happened before. Yeah, guys, anyways, I don't think it will get that bad that soon, but I'm just saying that is the road that this ultimately goes down, where your dollar is worthless, your fiat paper currencies are lined up in the streets. Maybe on tomorrow's video I'll show you guys some pictures of currency just lying in the streets of countries that have experienced hyperinflation. Anyways, guys, let's jump into the last piece of article. If you guys are enjoying this video, just again, please drop it a like. It would be much appreciated. I do appreciate any support you guys choose to give to the channel. So, UNICEF. Today, 8 technology companies from 7 different emerging economies will receive an investment of Ethereum cryptocurrency from the UNICEF Cryptocurrency Fund. UNICEF's crypto-enabled investment vehicle has given these companies 125 ETH, worth approximately $28,600, to use in scaling or prototyping their respective technologies over the next 6 months. Companies receiving this investment have already received as much as 100,000 in fiat currency from UNICEF's Innovation Fund. So, guys, these companies, this number might sound low. It's only 28,600, but they've already received 100,000, and even so, 100,000, it's not that much money, especially with in the crypto world. We're used to seeing like millions of dollars. But just keep in mind, it's just the fact that they're investing into these companies, and the second point, they're using crypto to invest. It's insane that they're actually using cryptocurrency, right? Why would they stop using fiat to use crypto? Just something to note, right? Just note those types of things in your head or on paper. One such company, Affinidata, offers educational content to parents with young children. Another one, Surha, builds communication systems for children with speech or language impairments to use in the offline world. These are companies with a mission, and UNICEF is giving them some cryptocurrency-enabled momentum to carry that mission further forward. We are seeing the digital world come at us more quickly than we could have imagined, and UNICEF must be able to use all of the tools of this new world to help children today and tomorrow, said UNICEF Ventures co-lead Chris Fabian in a statement. The transfer of these funds to 8 companies in 7 countries around the world took less than 20 minutes and cost us less than $20. Almost instant global movement of value, fees of less than 1% of the total amount transferred, and real-time transparency for our donors and supporters are the types of tools we are excited about. Now, guys, get this. As UNICEF is a United Nations organization that protects the well-being of children around the world, it simultaneously works for a better future. As the org distributes money to tech comps around the world, it's worth noting that blockchain technology seems to fit squarely into its plans for the future. It's insane, guys. The United Nations is donating in cryptocurrency, investing in cryptocurrency. I don't think these prices are going to stay this low forever, guys. I don't know. I don't like to just speculate and say we're going to the moon. I mean, I do. It's awesome. But, I do like to be very realistic. And I think if you guys watch my videos, then like, I'm looking for realistic prices, right? I'm looking to sell at realistic prices. I always have my long-term bags that I'll probably always hold or hold till certain prices that may be reached. But for the most part, I try to look at the market from a realistic view, and I use the most conservative numbers possible because I like to keep my expectations in check. And if anything goes over what I predict or what I think, then awesome. That's just gravy on top. But guys, with all this bullish news coming and coming, long term, I don't see these prices staying this low. I think one day you can come back to this video and you'll see these top 100 coins by market cap here on CoinGecko, and you'll be looking at the prices. You'll just say, I can't believe we had the opportunity to buy here. You know, I really think that that's what's coming in a few years. But anyways, guys, if you liked the video, please drop it a like. If you liked the video a lot and you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel. I make a cryptocurrency video on the news every single day. So if you want to stay up to date with what's happening in crypto, make sure you do subscribe. And with that said, I will see you all on tomorrow's video. Have a great day, guys.